Guys, look at this. We got our first haboo. Look at this. You gotta be kidding me. Look at this.
Look how sick that is.
Ow, nice to meet you, Mr. Crab. I'm sorry. I can't believe. Oh! Woo! Golden haboo here in Okinawa, Japan. Are you gotta be kidding me? Woo! Yes, yes, yes. Look at this. Look at this beautiful haboo. Those are inch-long fangs. I can see venom. Oh no, not the veins and the arteries. Oh, God. Naughty snake. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to my wildlife. I've traveled across the planet to Okinawa, Japan, which is south of mainland Japan, and we're here looking for a very special snake. A snake I've been wanting to see since I was a little kid, the golden haboo viper. A big, beautiful, sexy viper with giant fangs, and I'm hoping to find it out here. There's other species of reptile to find too, like the princess haboo and other cool reptiles. And also, this is just an amazing island with great food, great scenery, and of course, amazing people. The people out here actually live to be the oldest out of all the people on the planet. They usually live to be about 100 years old here in Okinawa because they eat so healthy from the ocean. They eat these purple sweet potatoes. They're living their best lives. And for the next couple days, we're gonna be living our best lives looking for the golden haboo. Let's see what we can find. Woo! My first ever haboos. Unfortunately, they're not alive. These are haboo vipers that have been preserved in these jars, not for scientific purposes, but for sake. This is actually a traditional medicinal drink that they've been doing forever. So they'll catch a haboo from the wild. They don't farm them. They catch them out of the wild. They'll either catch them by hand, or they use these traps with live rats to try to get the snake to come in, funnel it, can't get back out, and they'll take these snakes, they'll gut them, drain them of their blood, and then they sit in these jars in the sake and they ferment for years on years on years. And people will actually buy this and drink it for medicinal purposes. Now, I've never caught a wild haboo. I've never been to Japan before. This is my first ever time seeing a haboo up close like this. I'm hoping tonight I find my first ever live golden haboo viper. It's probably my top 5 bucket list snakes I've always wanted to find. Number 1's always been king cobra, then there's black-headed bushmaster, and I'm pretty sure right after that, the haboo is close to my heart. I grew up watching Snake Wranglers when I was a kid, which was a show about different snake specialists going around the world in early 2000 and the 90s. And Brian Bush went to Okinawa, Japan to film the haboo viper, and that's how I learned about this species when I was a little kid. Look at the fangs of the snake. This is probably like a 6-foot+ snake. They can get over 7 feet long, maybe even over 8 feet long, being one of the biggest vipers in Asia. The fangs on this snake are huge. They might be one of the biggest fangs on the planet next to a gaboon viper or a bushmaster. That fang is probably an inch plus long, and they have nasty necrotic venom. If you were to get bit by a haboo viper, it will eat away at your blood cells, eat away at flesh, and even with anti-venom, you might be permanently damaged for the rest of your life, not being able to do things. You might end up doing this, a little trick like that. But we're gonna go all the way to the other side of this island because Okinawa is an island. We're gonna drive about 2 hours, which is basically all it takes to get to the other side of this island. And we're gonna try to find our first ever live golden haboo viper. Let's go get him.
Guys, check this out. We got a giant fruit bat hanging out on the tree right now. Look how sick that is. No snakes so far yet, but at least these cute bats are hanging out. What's up, dude? What are you doing? What are you doing, little bat? That is adorable. I love bats.
Guys, look at this wild boar here in Okinawa, native pigs. Unlike back home in Florida where they're invasive, these guys are actually, oh, look at little pig playing. Oh, he's wrestling his sibling. Why don't you get out of the road and wrestle him on the side? Look, those two siblings are just pushing each other around. That is so cool. What an interesting looking pig. All right, guys, we've been getting skunked all night, but check out this sick looking purple crab. Let's see if I can catch the purple crab. Purple crab. Oh, I got you, Mr. Krabs. You're not going anywhere, my friend. Oh, you tried to pinch me, Mr.
Mr. Purple Crab. Ow! He actually punched me! Get him, Ray, get him! Yeah, you tried to foil my plans, Mr. Crab. You want to escape. Oh, little Katie did. Oh, Mr. Crab, wait. Wow, Mr. Crab, Mr. Crab.
How far back do you think he can go?
I don't know, test it. Mr. Crab, wait! Mr. Crab, come back! You won't do anything to me. You're just a baby. Ow! Ow, nice to meet you, Mr. Crab. I'm sorry. Get out of here, you crazy crab. All right, guys, it's been a slow night, but we just found our second Okinawa ground gecko. These guys are actually protected, so I can't really pick this one up and show it off to you guys. But look how cool the colors are. It's literally like the leopard gecko of the Okinawa island. Look how cool. Look, he's just bobbing his throat right now, hanging out. It is not a snaky night. We are not having a whole lot of movement. Literally no live snakes. It's probably like 12:30 at night right now. And so far, we've only found frogs, toads, geckos, and one dead awtooth snake. All right, guys, we just got some rain pouring down. It's pissing rain right now. And hopefully, this will bring out some snakes. All right, it's 2 in the morning. We haven't found anything but frogs. The rain has stopped. Hopefully, we can still find some snakes. I'm trying to get out of the mountains right now. I'm deep in the mountains. I'm lost, okay? I'm lost. I'll admit it, I'm lost. I'm in Okinawa, Japan. I've never been here. I'm lost. But we're trying to get to the main road because we want to try to see a haboo viper crossing the road. And if we're lucky, maybe we'll go find some crates. I'm praying. I'm praying to the herp gods we find a haboo. I can't believe it's the first night we still haven't found a haboo. What the freaking heck, guys? Comment below. What the freaking heck? I'll see you guys when we find a snake. Guys, look at this. We got our first haboo. Yes! Look at this. My first ever wild haboo viper. It's just a little one, but these guys actually get upwards to 8+ feet long. Look how sexy this snake is. Get a good shot of the head pattern on this snake. It literally looks like a jaguar carpet python hybridized with a fertile ants. This is in my top 5 favorite snakes in the world for keeping or just in general bucket list species to capture out in the wild. He's actually been kind of chill, but I don't trust the snake. They have the same temperament as a fertile ants. Very striky snakes. They have heat-seeking pits so they can see the thermal image of a warm-blooded mammal like myself. This is amazing. Let me get myself a stick. I'm gonna rest him on the ground real quick. And I think there's some sticks over here. Here, shine over here real quick. Let's get a stick real quick. Look at this perfect stick. There we go. So we can present the snake to you so you can see its colors perfectly. Look at that. Look at that sexy looking haboo viper. Look how beautiful this viper is. I've been wanting to see this viper out in the wild since I was a little kid watching snake wranglers with Brian Bush find these guys out in the wild. This is one of the most beautiful vipers on the planet and possibly the biggest viper found in Asia because they get over 7 feet long, maybe even bigger. Look at that sexy looking viper. Look at the coloration on this snake. And it's a little one. They can get huge. The venom yield on these snakes as they get bigger is oh, sorry, the stick just broke. The venom yield on these guys as they get bigger is immense. They can dump so much venom into you that it causes necrosis that eats away at your flesh. Even treatment with anti-venom will lead to permanent damage for the rest of your life. Look how sick. I can't even grab the stick on the end right there. He'll strike me right down. This is probably like a year-old snake, and he is probably about like 3+ feet long. A sexy looking Okinawa golden haboo viper. One of the most beautiful snakes on the planet. It is incredible to see the snake out in the wild. We thought we were getting skunked tonight. So this was the first day in Okinawa. We landed around 6 in the evening, left the rental car place around 7, drove 2 hours across the island to get to a better habitat, and we were able to cruise all night until 3, 4 in the morning and finally found our lifer haboo. Nothing was moving all night. I chose this night because it's barely a full moon. It's like barely even a crescent moon. And there's like no light out, no light exposure to scare the snakes away from being exposed too much. And we thought we were getting skunked. Nothing was moving. The only thing that I was able to find was a roadkill odd-tooth snake. That's it. We didn't see any other movement, just frogs and ground geckos that are protected. And now we're able to find the target of the trip, the Okinawa haboo viper, the golden haboo, the sexiest snake of Asia, next to the Mangsheng viper. Honestly, in my opinion, I think these are cooler than Mangsheng vipers. Don't hate me in the comments. This has been a childhood favorite my whole life. This takes the cake. This has to be in the top 3 or top 5 most favorite snake species in the world. Look how he's focusing on my hand. Heat-seeking pit viper. So he sees the warm image of my hand going up and down. So he's thinking, oh, there's something
big and nasty, about to come up on me, and I need to strike and defend myself. But he's actually behaving pretty well right now. This is amazing. This is what it's about. Chasing your dreams, doing what you love in life. I love finding my favorite animals out in the wild and working with them, whether it's in captivity or enjoying them in their natural habitat. I gotta be so careful. I'm very casual with these snakes, as you can see, but they are very dangerous. Do not mimic anything you see me do. I've been working with these kinds of snakes my whole life. A snake like this will cause permanent damage for the rest of your life, eating away at your flesh, your blood cells, hemotoxic and cytotoxic venom. Very toxic, nothing to mess around with. Even at this size, they could ruin you for the rest of your life, let alone a bite from an adult animal could dump so much venom into you that it causes life-changing injuries. I can't believe that people would capture this snake and kill it and put it into a bottle of sake to ferment for years to sell as an alcoholic drink. It's supposed to be for medicinal purposes, but how could you want to kill a snake like this and put it in a bottle for display and drink it? I would stick to green tea, in my personal opinion. But I'm not here to judge the people of Okinawa. I'm here to admire their local species like the Okinawan golden haboo. I can't believe we actually found it today. I thought we were getting skunked and we were gonna find any. And we decided to keep hitting the road. David's feed, my good friend from Thailand, he was like, hey, go hit this road again. Maybe you'll get lucky. Usually they only move till 11 at night, but we kept cruising. It's almost 4 in the morning and bam, lifer golden haboo viper. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll find a bigger specimen. We're here for another 3 nights. This is the main target of the trip. If we're lucky, maybe we'll find like a Okinawan coral snake. If we're really lucky, maybe we'll find some sea kraits, which is like a sea snake, but it's not technically a sea snake. The blue sea kraits that are banded, they're found on the coast here. That's another species I'd like to find. And then there's another type of haboo, which is actually not closely related to this species, because this is Protobothrops related to the Mangsheng viper. There's another species called the princess haboo viper, and I'd love to see that out in the wild as well. I'm so happy, guys. This is a childhood dream coming true. I'm 27 years old, and I've been wanting to find one of these vipers out in the wild since I was probably about like 12 or 13 years old. So follow your dreams, guys. Do what makes you happy, whether it's finding snakes in the wild, going out into your favorite field, whether it's comedy, firefighting, being an astronaut. Do what makes you happy, because this is what makes me happy. I'm so happy right now. You know what's really interesting about this species? They're very unique. You know, just like a Mangsheng viper, they don't give live birth like most viper species. Like the Mangsheng viper, they actually lay eggs, and their babies will hatch out of eggs, which is very bizarre because most viper species will give live birth, ovoviviparous. So they pop out little clear sacs, and the babies burst out of the clear sacs, and they're ready to go. Whereas the Mangsheng viper and the golden haboo viper, they'll lay eggs. And those eggs will incubate for about 65 to 75 days, and then they'll hatch out a beautiful viper a little bit smaller than this. This is a very young animal, probably about a year old. They get massive. If we're lucky enough, we'll find something around 5 to 6+ feet. If we're super lucky, maybe we'll find something over 7 feet long. But if we don't, that just means we have to make another trip out to Okinawa, Japan to find these guys out in the wild. Look at that. I can't believe, oh! Whoo! Can't believe, oh! That's why you gotta be on your toes every second you work with a snake like this. If it tags you, especially out in this part of the island, it's not gonna be good. Even with anti-venom treatment, you will have life-changing injuries. And I know all about life-changing injuries. You guys know I've been bit by snakes before. I've been bit by crocodiles. And I know not to push it too much because these guys can change your life forever. I can't believe it. We found the golden haboo of Okinawa, Japan. Let's go see what else we can find on this amazing adventure. Let's let the snake go and see what else we can find. There you go, little buddy, right off to the side of the road. Go ahead. See you later. Yes! The golden haboo. Let's go! Woo! Daisuke! Imagine finding a haboo this big. It's gotta be like 8 feet long. That's insane. Guys, look at this. We got our first snake of the second night. a Ryukyu green snake. Look at this. I'm just gonna let him crawl for a second. Look how beautiful the snake is. It's basically like their version of a rat snake. And it's a beautiful species that moves around during the day and at night. So he's diurnal and nocturnal. And it's just a beautiful green colubrid. So it's related to rat snakes and king snakes. And oh, you see he's a little angry. You gonna bite me? Don't bite me. I heard that you're a friendly species. It's really cool to find this guy crawling around right now. It just started raining. We saw that there's frogs everywhere. And this guy's probably looking for earthworms to eat because they primarily eat earthworms out in the wild. How cool is that? This snake will literally eat worms instead of things like rats. What's going on, dude? You're not gonna bite me, are you? You're a friendly green Ryukyu snake? Right? Look at that. How cool. Oh, I'm sorry. Look how cool that is. So yeah, it's raining. The earthworms are starting to come out. The amphibians are coming out to eat the earthworms. And the Ryukyu green snake is looking for earthworms as well. But we're looking for a big golden haboo and possibly maybe a coral snake, an Okinawan coral snake. And if we're lucky, maybe we'll get ourselves a princess haboo too, a different species of viper found out here on Okinawa. All right, let's let this little guy go. Right back to what he was doing, crawling around. Let's go see what else we can find tonight. Guys, look, we just got another snake. Phew! Finally, we got ourselves a live awtooth snake. I actually, oh no, don't bite me, don't bite me. They have a nasty little bite. Ay, Dios mío! Oh, that's you. Wait, this is not, ay, you stop biting me. Stop it. Be nice. It's a little awtooth snake, Ryukyu awtooth snake. It's a little colubrid that bites. Oh, God, those odd teeth feel, very painful. Why do you bite so much? Relax. I like snakes. I want to be your friend. Look at that. Beautiful. It's, Dios mío, stop. Your odd teeth don't feel good. It's, oh, no, not the veins and the arteries. Oh, God. Naughty snake. Ow. I'm pretty sure it's not venomous. Listen, we're cool. I'm not doing anything to you. I'm just holding you. Want to help you across the road? We're good. So this is a type of colubrid, non-venomous snake, called the awtooth snake, because I guess its teeth feel real odd when they bite into you. Don't do it! Stop! Ow! Don't please stop. I just wanted to be your friend. Stop. Anyways, it's like a king snake, basically, going around, eating frogs, eating other reptiles, maybe even lizards. Really cool little snake. They actually get pretty big. I've seen videos and pictures of them like freaking 5 foot long. So they get really big, really pretty snakes. Don't do it again, please. Let's be friends. Please, don't do it. Ow. Stop. Please, thank you. Anyways, beautiful colubrid species. Little miscellaneous snake out here cruising around looking for something to eat. Another beautiful species found here in Okinawa. All right, we're gonna let you go. Don't bite the crocodile. Leave the crocodile alone. We're gonna let you go right over here. Let's see what else we can find. Maybe a big haboo. Guys, look, we got another haboo. Look, the second haboo of the trip. Yes, look, another haboo. Look how beautiful it is. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh. All right, let's be super careful. This is a big one, so it's got a big strike range on it. Look at that. Look at that. Golden haboo here in Okinawa, Japan. Are you gotta be kidding me? This is my dream snake. I've always wanted to find this species out in the wilds of the Japanese islands out here. There's a few different localities and a few different subspecies of the haboo that's found throughout these islands around Okinawa. And this is a really, really good looking animal. Not as vibrant with the colorations as the first one that we found, but it's still a beautiful snake. I mean, look at this. You gotta be kidding me. Look at this. Look how it's investigating. It's just telescoping around. Ooh, look at this. Look at the head on this snake. This snake is just beautiful. Look how well camouflaged it is. All right, let me get a stick real quick. I don't want to take my eye off of the snake, but give me 1 second. I'm going to put the snake right over here onto the middle of the road. Let me put it over here. All right, I'm going to leave the snake right there for 1 second. Let me get a better stick. Woo! Yes. Guys, I'm telling you, this is my top 3 most favorite snakes in the world. I've been obsessed with this snake forever, and I can't believe I'm actually in Okinawa, Japan right now, finding them. This is the second one. Oh! All right, get that stick ready. Oh, that stick could be bigger, but it's better than nothing. Come here, buddy. Look at that. The Okinawan haboo viper. Yes, it's like a 5+ foot. This might even be a 6 foot long snake. Look at the coloration on its head. That is such a sexy pit viper. Look at that. Big, beautiful holes right at the top of the face. Big, beautiful heat-seeking pits right there at the front of the snout, so he can locate something like a rat walking by. He'll be feeding on chicks of birds. These guys are incredible. And unfortunately, snakes about this size are being taken out of the wild all the time for literal making of sake, to make them into alcoholic beverages. It's terrible. I love these snakes, and I want to be able to find them forever, but unfortunately, here in Okinawa, they're becoming harder and harder to find because people are consistently making this wine, this sake, out of the snake and fermenting it in these bottles. So they have these traps set up all over the place to capture these snakes and kill them. They gut them, they bleed them out, and they turn them into a sake. Oh my god, actually, guys, he's got something weird. Or, no, this is a male. Yeah, it's got a nice long tail past that cloaca, so that's a male. This animal has something weird going on with its head. I want to see what's going on, actually. Let me see. I'm going to get this stick. I'm going to try to pin this snake real quick. I'm going to see if I can, whoo. Gotta be super careful. They got giant fangs. This is not a snake you want to mess with too much. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this beautiful haboo. All right, I want to show you guys something. Look at this. This snake has got this weird eye infection right here. It does not look like a stuck eye cap. It looks like a bunch of stuck fluid. And I can't really mess with this snake's eye and try to help it because they have like fingers for fangs. If I try to reach over and grab that eye cap, it'll probably stab me with his fangs. They can actually bite through their bottom jaw because their fangs are so long. And look at that. That's a nice healthy eye. Beautiful orange eye. Look at the top of the head. Is that not one of the most beautiful snakes in the world? Look at that pattern. All right, I want to show you guys the fangs of this snake. This has literally one of the biggest set of fangs out there in the world of venomous snakes. Look, the fangs go all the way back to the back of the throat right there. You're okay. Woo, look at that. Look at those fangs. Absolutely insane. One of the biggest set of fangs of any venomous reptile in the world. The golden haboo. Now imagine the snake 7-8 feet long. This is like a 5-6 footer. So their fangs could be way, way, way bigger. Look at that. Those are inch long fangs. I can see venom. I can see liquid in the fangs through the light. And check this out. They have other teeth in their mouth. There's actually a row right here for hooking into the food and a row right here. There's 2 rows right there that go along. You can see that there's these ducts right here in between the fangs. So when that forked tongue goes out, it actually picks up scent particles, goes back into the mouth. Those 2 forks go into the holes in the roof of the mouth. These 2 holes are going to the brain and it processes whether it's food, a potential mate, maybe a predator. It's called the Jacobson's organ. And that's how the forked tongue functions. The reason it's a split is it's a navigation system. The reason it's split is because it's a navigation system. Whichever side picks up the most scent tells them what direction to go into. If it's a predator, avoid it. If it's a mate, go towards it. If it's food, sneak up on it. How cool is that? And then look at this. Some other cool anatomy of the snakes. All snakes have this. Right here you can see there's an extended trachea. He's closing it right now, but there we go. See it open? That extended trachea, when he's swallowing a large food item, he'll put that extended trachea out past in the corner of his mouth so he can still breathe while swallowing down a large food item that might take anywhere from half an hour to over an hour to swallow, like a big bird, a rat, or even other haboo vipers. Believe it or not, this viper species has been known to eat its own kind. They're cannibalistic, which is strange. You don't really hear about that too much in the world of vipers. With cobras and king cobras and other elapids, you hear about that stuff all the time with the crates. Look at that forked tongue going out. He's like, what's going on? What's going on? What do you got going on for me? Are you going to give me trouble? What's the dealio? Look at that. Look at the pattern of the snake. This is why I love them. They are one of the most sexy snakes in the world of venomous reptiles. It's such a privilege to find the snake. I don't want to stress it out anymore. We're going to let this snake go and see what else we can find. Get a few photos, but yes, the Okinawa haboo viper. Let me just make sure to be real careful when I let go of the snake's head. Right here, let's go, boom, just like that, and bam, woo, look at this. Yes, the golden haboo viper, out in the wilds of Japan, a dream come true. Thank you for letting me see you. That is so sick. Guys, follow your dreams, stay passionate about what you love, and I'll see you guys on the next one. You! Oh no, not the veins and arteries! Oh, God! Naughty snake!